Hey everyone, Phobos here, and welcome to my new series, Faster Than Light, Advanced Edition. I am loving this game. It's from 2012, it's a little older, but a lot of you know it pretty well. Let's just get started. Okay, so in this game, you control a spaceship, and you manage the crew inside it. You have different stations, like this little symbol here. It's piloting. This is your sensors. This is like your automatic doors. Security. This is your med bay where you heal up your guys. This is where you generate your shields, your weapons, your engine, and oxygen. You can open these doors and flush out air, things like that. People can come on board and you got to fight them. And of course there's space combat and exploration. I have unlocked a couple of different ships. Oops. Hold on. Where'd it go? I'm blind. Oh yeah, here we go. So I've unlocked a couple of ships in playing, but I'm only gonna play with the Kestrel because I've still yet to beat it. I haven't beat the game yet. I've gotten to the final boss like 3 or 4 times, but I haven't beat him yet. I did get to stage 2 with my last game, so I was like, you know what? Well, let's do this together. So, without further ado, let me customize my party. I like doing that. I'm crazy about that. Okay, let's do our captain. This is going to do piloting primarily. Let's name him Nero. Oh, hey, wow. I like that name. Gracie. That is very similar to someone very special to me in name, so I think I will keep that. Except, let's change it to Grace, because that's more appropriate. And then we're going to have Steven Ekman. Let's do... let's do me. Let's do that. Let's see. Let's make it appropriate for my skin tone. I'm white as a ghost. Okay. Let's see. I think that's everything. Got the advanced edition content. That's for the extra stuff. I've never played without it, so I wouldn't turn it off anyway. We're going to go with easy for now, because I still haven't beat this damn game, so let's do it. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Tip: health. Pay attention to your crew's health. Use the med bay to keep them patched up. Alright. So let's unpause the game here. I'm going to put myself on weapons. Grace is going to work on our shields. And Nero is where he needs to be. So you could just move them around from place to place. When they're in a room that has a station, they begin working that station. See, notice the doors. Right now they're at level 1. If she goes into security, they go to level 2. So that means it's harder for enemies to break through them, for fire to go through them. Yeah, your ship can catch fire, and that's bad. Anytime a person is stationed on a station, they get a bonus. For instance, Nero, these are the skills. You got your combat skill, or you have your repair skill, weapon skill, shield skill. Let me move the mic, hold on. Your engine skill, which increases evasion, just like with piloting. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so over here we have our reactor power. We've got 3 units of power available. So let's charge up our weapons. I like to put the laser first. Alright, for the sake of getting into it, let's go ahead and jump. Alright, this is our map, and this is all the different systems we can visit. Excuse me. Talking. So, you generally don't know a lot about the different locations on your map. Sometimes you can get a little information from systems nearby, like we know that this is a store, which is good. There are little things you can get for your ship that can give you more information about systems further out, and then there are events that will give you unlock the entire map, but it's random. So RNG is a big thing in this game. It'll make or break you. I'm gonna go here. Boom! I love that sound. Uh-oh, we're in a fight. Everything is terrible. This beacon is being patrolled by an unmanned scout. A fight is unavoidable. Continue. Okay. Alright, so first off the bat, this is like a little drone. Alright, there's no people on it. He's got all the basic systems, engines, shields, piloting, weapons, and he comes with a hacking station, which is really crappy. You see this thing right here? It's en route to one of my randomly one of the stations on my ship. Here's what happens. It lands on it, it disables that system. It'll go back and forth from being disabled to not disabled, because if this thing lands on your weapons, you're pretty much you're pooched. So I mean, you got to get real lucky if that happens, but otherwise, just the shields. Wonderful. The shields are going to be out. Okay, so let's get going. I like to press number 1 and 2, but I'll do this for the first time. So it gives me a little targeting reticule. I'm going to target his weapons. See number 1 there. And then I can hit 2. See that? Number 2. Right now, I don't really want to start using up my missiles, because missiles, they're finite. This is the fuel of the ship. Each jump consumes 1 fuel. And these are our bots. When you get a bot system later on, each time you or a droid, excuse me, activate a droid or whatever, or robot or whatever. I forget what they call them. I think it's droids. But that uses one of those. So I'm going to hold off on using the missile for now, because lasers don't cost me anything. So let's just go with that. Unpause it. So this, I'm going to put it on auto fire. So it's yellow now. It should continuously fire at their weapons. Oh, we hit them. So orange is damaged, red is disabled. So he's got one of his weapons right now, just this one. The other one, like, sweet! Okay, his weapons are disabled. I've pretty much won. He can't do anything, because I will disable his weapons again before he repairs them. Because drones don't have any people. So this is pretty much in the bag at this case, at this point in time. Come on. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. And there's nothing you can do about the hacking, by the way. Woo! The hacking bot goes away. Okay, the ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Okay, so we get a missile, a bot, and 25 scrap. This is the currency of the game. It's what you do to do. It's what you do to do. It's what you use to purchase ship upgrades or items in a shop, as well as doing repairs to the ship, buying more fuel, more missiles. They screw you every chance they can get. It's like a tax collector. Okay, let's continue. We have 55 scrap. Alright, so if you notice down here, these are these are our systems. This is the shields, the engine, the med bay, O2, and weapons. Now, these bars correspond to how much has been invested in them. Let's take a look at our ship. Here we have the different tabs. This is our equipment. Right now we just have a burst laser Mark II, and an Artemis missile, which are these two down here that we've been using. The burst missile, or excuse me, the burst laser, we shoot 3 shots per charge, and it requires 2 power, which are the 2 little bars here. And it only does 1 damage per shot. There was the low chance of fire. This is actually a really good weapon, and I honestly think it's kind of overpowered, but maybe that comes with the advanced edition. You normally start out with a laser Mark I. Oh well, or maybe just the Artemis. I'm not going to complain. It's an excellent weapon for starting out. Artemis missiles, they're really good. The standard missile, it takes 1 power, so the 3 we start with is sufficient for all of our weapons. It's just 11 seconds for recharging. It does 2 damage per missile, and it generally will get past shields. That 5 shield piercing, nobody in the game has more than 4 levels of shield, so it will pierce all shields. Blech, that's a tongue tie right there. Pierce all shields if I don't miss, and there's a chance for fire, breach, and stun. The stun is if there's crew in that compartment, they get stunned for a little while. The breach is it'll actually tear a big hole in the ship, and it requires some crewmates to go in and repair it. Meanwhile, it's sucking O2 out of the ship. And when you get low oxygen, all of the races will die except for one. Only one race doesn't require oxygen. And they're generally really, really hard to find. So, that's good. That's good. I use it when I need to punch real hard. But, okay, now for the crew. We can have up to 8 crew. We start with the 3. Crew is your lifeline, so you want to get as much crew as you can. And here is our upgrade tab. And this is where a lot of the game mechanics can be seen in effect. Like, for instance, you want to upgrade your shields. It's actually going to take 2 bars to do an upgrade, to go from 1 shield barrier to 2. So, I mean, that's 50 scrap to upgrade these 2. And then, but you also have to power it. So that's going to be 20, and then I believe the next one's 25. So that'll be 45, 50, 100 scrap just to get 2 bubbles of shields, which is actually really good. Nothing in the first area will have more than 1 level of shield, and generally the second area either. So if you're rocking 2, you're doing pretty well. This is your piloting subsystems. The subsystems don't require power directly. Like, you don't have to put points of power into the subsystems over here. They just get powered as long as you have power, if that makes sense. Upgrading them will improve the doors. Same thing with the sensors. Like, that allows you to see on the inside of enemy ships. It's pretty cool. The highest level, you can see the weapon charging. I don't really care about that. I'm generally trying to disable those weapons, not anything else, so... the piloting, of course, what that gives you is if you step away from the piloting compartment, this has an autopilot function. So that gives you like a little bonus to evasion. It'll give you 50% of your normal evasion from piloting. So like right now, our ship being manned in the engine and the pilot, we've got 10% evade chance. But watch this. We're gonna buy a power bar. And now we actually have 1 extra power. Our engines actually start out at level 2. If you look in the little tooltip there, we're getting 5% dodge. But let's put that extra power bar that we have into the engines. And now we're up to 10, which puts our evade at 15. Which basically means there's a 15% chance that any shot just misses. Evade is good. So, if we can avoid taking damage. I'm not going to spend any more of my scrap because you generally want to try to keep some hanging around for random events. Sometimes people will beg you for money. Sometimes people will offer you a one-time deal. And you don't have this scrap, you just miss out. You gotta love it. It's RNG. So, without further ado, let's get going. You know a little bit of the basics now. You have jumped into the aftermath of what seems to have been a brutal exchange between several ships. Wreckage drifts by your screens, and you can still see the remains of the dying ships sparking and breaking apart. It's hard to determine who the combatants were without closer investigation. Let's investigate the battlefield. You scan the battlefield and find little remains. Disappointed, you prepare to jump. Aw, balls. Nothing there. Okay. Alright, now this is an important factor. This is the game's timer, more or less. This is what puts you in a time limit, you know, to get to the exit of each map. So what this is the Rebel Army fleet. These red arrows and this border, it looks kind of weird, but what it really means is this line right here is after you move, this is where they will be. They're not actually here yet. This is where they will be next turn. So if I move here, you'll see the fleet here, and there'll be like a new ring of showing where they're going to be. So that means like if I move here next turn, this will like expand out and we'll be covering this, and they'll be like, hey, this system will be taken next turn. You can't actually go back into it, but like every place you move is going to be a battle with the fleet, and it's not good. And plus it ruins it's not good. You don't want to do that. Going back to the store at this point in time would be a trap, because we would have to go here, and then come back, and here. The fleet's gonna overtake us before then. So let's go this way. You see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some from you if you have extra. I'm not using them right now, and I probably won't use them for a long while. So let's go ahead and sell them for the extra scrap. Yeah, alright. Moving on. Boom! You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. Okay, let's go, Federation. They are powering up their FTL, faster than light drive. If they get away, they will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. Continue. Oh, we can't have that. Okay, so what they're doing is they're going to charge up their FTL drive and just jump away and warn the fleet, which will make them go further for the next round or two. We don't want that. We want time to explore the map to find goodies. So what we need to do is destroy them before they get away, or destroy their ability to get away. So the FTL drive requires two components to charge: the piloting station and the engine. If you disable either one of these, you will delay FTL charging until they get these things in here repaired. Meanwhile, they're shooting at you, etc. One thing I've noticed, they can still jump if the engine's out or orange, but if like the piloting is broke at all, they can't jump at all. So that I always make my #1 priority, and then this with my other weapons. So let's do that. Okay, let's pause it. Let's hit #1. We're gonna put that laser on the piloting, and we're just gonna let it keep bombarding him. We're actually gonna use our missiles and target the engines, and then we're just gonna shoot until he's destroyed. I might take one of them off and shoot like some weapons next round or two. So let's see. Hurry up. Come on. Go, go, go. Do. Yes! Okay. I'll pause it. Now you see they're both destroyed or disabled. So they cannot go anywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn... I'm really going to mess with them. Let's put a missile in their O2 and some... Actually, let's clear both of those. Put some lasers on the O2. Save that missile. Let's see how that goes. Because they will always stop to go repair O2. Oh crap. Let's drop a missile on that guy. Boom! You ain't going nowhere, sir. That's right. Let's put the lasers on him. Doo, doo, doo. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, you're dead, son. You're dead. Okay, their ship breaks apart, and you are relieved to know that you are still one step ahead of the fleet. 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 26 scrap. That paid for the 2 missiles we used. That paid for the jump plus another, and we got some scrap. Nice. Let's see how our skills are doing. Ooh, that's terrible. Okay, so he hasn't gotten any skill yet. Lame. Gracie girl, no shield experience because I didn't have her in shields. What a dummy! Alright, well, let's use this opportunity to take advantage of these 2 buttons right here. So this one saves your current crew positions. Let's do that. They saved stations. And this button returns them. Let's say I wanted to select all of them and send them to the med bay because I just got in a fight. They heal up, you'll see some little pluses. It's like a heal over time, and then you just return to stations. Apparently this wasn't always in the game, and the people today exclaim how wonderful it is. I think it's a very useful button. It's very good for the middle of combat, things like that. Anyhow, let's go. Let's go down here. Boom! Uh-oh, fight. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members, and the rest of you can go free unarmed. Draw straws and send a crew member over to the slavers, or we will never surrender one of our crew to slavers. Absolutely #2. The good thing about slavers is sometimes when you're about to beat them, they'll offer you up a slave to join you in your crew. So I definitely want to fight them. Alright, first things first, let's get that laser firing on the weapons. Let's go. Maybe we can drop a missile on the shields. Badoof. Oh, I missed. Lame. Okay. Let's drop it on the O2. I love messing with their O2. Boom! So see, what's going to happen is their O2 right here, see, like, mine's out. I didn't even notice that. 86%. So what I'm going to do is normally I can avoid repairing some stations during fights, like med bay gets damaged, that's no big deal. But O2, so we're at 86% oxygen. This will slowly turn pink, and when it becomes completely out of oxygen, you'll get like these red diagonal bars, and that you start taking damage. And the pinker it gets, the less O2 there is, but you don't take damage until you see the bars. So we're gonna send Nero back here to repair that, because I always want somebody on the shields and weapons, because that gives them a recharge. Actually, you know that I'm think about it. Let's put you in there. Let's get Grace over there to repair it, because that's evasion. So we need that. See, it's getting pinker. O2's going down. Same thing's happening on his ship, though. And your weapons are out. And we're just gonna keep firing on your O2. You can kill them that way. Like you actually kill all the crew, and they'll whine and say, "Hey, you win." It's pretty funny. Return to stations. See? We surrender! Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway. I'll accept that offer, because if you say surrender's not an option and you kill them, they all die. And we'll get like scrap and stuff, but I really want the crew member right now. And this race is pretty sweet. So let's take that. Let's go to our ship, go to our crew tab. Let's change your slave name, Lysandra. No offense to any Lysandras in the in the audience. Okay, so this race is an Engi, or Engi. I'm not really sure. But since it's probably based on engine, I'll go with Engi. Engineers, like engineers, that's what it is. Anyway, it's unclear if the Engi are partly organic or entirely mechanical, but it's well known that they make exceptional engineers. Repair speed is doubled, combat damage inflicted is halved. Now, see, they're not very good at fighting, but see, I didn't show you this. Humans just in skills improve slightly faster. Kind of lame-os. I actually prefer humans, but I do like mixing it up with the races, because there is one more achievement. No, I think... Did I get that one? I think I got that one in the last playthrough. Anyway, there's an achievement or an unlock you can get if you have one of each, or one of 6 different races. I think there's 7 in the game. But if you have one of 6 different races on board at one time, you get like a little unlock. I can't remember, but I think I got that unlock in the last game. I was up really late, so I was kind of tired. But either way, we've got a new Engi. They're good at repairing. So we're going to name you... Let's name you Doc. Alright, Doc. You get to work on those engines, and you're going to stay there. And I consider these the 4 primary stations that I want manned at all times. There we go. Let's save those positions. And now, with the piloting and the engines compartments manned, we are at 20% evade. Nice. And the O2 is slowly going up. One thing to note about that, if you go over here to the upgrades menu, which we started on, and you upgrade the O2, which will require a power bar if you want to put it on level 2, the O2 refills 3 times or even 6 times faster. Don't underestimate that. I mean, it's not a priority. It's the bottom of the priority list, but that it can be really useful. But things I like to increase, obviously, power. You're going to end up wanting this maxed out in the end. Shields you want maxed out. Weapons, I'm not going to say you want them maxed out, but you definitely are going to want lots of weapon power for the weapons you will inevitably get. So you'll need those to power them. And then these, as you can, because they are useful. The most useful one, I think, is the sensors. There's a lot of extra crap you can get having this with improved sensors. You can scan for different stuff. So let's go ahead and get that. And jump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to here, and then here, which should allow us to earn a little bit more money before we hit up the store. Boom! Uh-oh. Okay, so we're next to a sun. It will occasionally send out, like, what is it, an ion pulse? Hold on, I'll read this big thing right in front of me. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves in to engage. What a dummy. Okay, first things first. Watch this. There we go. So he teleported. The little bastards have a teleporter. We have an enemy. Atreyu! Oh my god, it's from the Neverending Story! You're dead, Atreyu. You dead, son. You dead. We're gonna send y'all in there to kill him. Oh my god! He just... What? I didn't think they could go through those doors. I guess you gotta have level 2. Oh crap! I don't have any weapons aimed on them. Let's get the lasers on you guys. And let's send a missile over there, because here's what happens. When these guys are over here, if they get too damaged, they'll teleport away. But if you disable their teleportation, they can't get away, and you can kill them. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. All weapons on him. Can we get him? Yes! He's powering up his FTL. He's trying to escape! But... Got him! Ha! Got him! Okay, go back to your stations. Put that on weapons. Cancel you. Go. Oh, wait! No! He's FTL charging. You. Go there. And for some reason, the enemy priority really makes teleporters a priority, too. It's really weird. I mean, they'll repair everything, don't get me wrong. But I mean, like, I've noticed the highest priorities for repair, if you have, like, 4 systems damaged at once, it's like piloting an O2 or the number 1. And then it's like, I want to say, like, teleporting shields and weapons and then everything else. That's what I've noticed. I could be way off on that. Anyhow, moving on. Okay, he's delayed. Oh, he's got a fire. Okay, so here's what's going on. He's dead. He's so dead. Oh my gosh. That sun, that's what it does. It causes the fires. Okay, crap. Let's open that. Let's get you in there to help with the fires. You go there to help with the fires. And then we're going to open these doors and let the oxygen just whoosh out, and it will put the fires out faster. Watch this. Get to work. See that? There we go. Whoosh. That'll go out real fast. Poof. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Continue. Okay, crap. Yeah, get repaired. Get repaired! Alright, you go over here. Let's close those doors. Yes. Now we need to get you repairing O2. This is gonna hurt. But he's double repair speed. Look at his health going down from no oxygen. Come on, buddy. Repair, repair, repair. Okay, let's get you going there. Crap, we need to jump. Get there now. Crap. Okay, let's just jump. Just go. Just go. Just do it. Alright. Crap. Scan show remote. See, I jumped like that because those fires, you can end up just getting so many, you end up dying. So you gotta jump out of there. But a lot of times you're not done fixing stuff. Like, we're all hurt. And we're in the middle of a fight now. Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages you. Stay out of this, or you'll be next. Concentrate fire on attack the pirate. You asked for it! They pull away from the planet and move in to engage. Continue. Okay, pause. Alright, alright, you're done. Go there. Weapons. 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 Okay. Go back. Actually, you go there. Number 1. Let's get you on the weapons. Ooh, see that guy right there? That's a mantis. It's kind of hard to tell, but he's basically a giant praying mantis. They are the warrior race. They do extra damage, but like Their repair speed is halved. They're basically the opposite of NG. So, yeah, I think we're good. Ouch! I generally don't want somebody off their station in the fight, though. Oh, hey, we gotta power up the missile. Doot, doot, doot. We're good. Game has been won. Doot, doot, doot. Sweat. Sweat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mr. Kool-Aid's a dick. Kool-Aid man. Later, pirates. Get blowed up. You pick through the remains and contact the settlement. Continue. With the pirates gone, you signal the station. We appreciate what you've done, but there'll be just another ship looking to profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry, we can't give you more. That was your SpaceX. Continue. Oh, actually, let's do some upgrading here. Upgrade. Let's do... Bam. Double level shields, baby. Yes, now we can take 2 shots before they can hit us. Let's get Grace over there on that. Let's get you healing. Let's get, you know, you're healed. You're healed. Or you're not. Come on, Phobos. Okay, so let's go to the oh, what a dummy. I do that so much, I forget what I'm doing. I forget that I was going to save up that money to go to the store. Okay, yeah, spin on the shield. The shields are okay, though. That's okay, that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. Now, what will happen? See how there? This is where the Revel fleet is now. We can, we actually technically could go there, but it's really, really bad. So we're gonna go here. Now, read this tooltip. An unvisited location. The nebula here will make fleet pursuit slower, but will disrupt your sensors. So basically, what happens is it'll reduce their progress by like half or 2/3, something like that, of how much they go for the next round. But your sensors won't work at this location. It's annoying, but it's okay. So here's what it basically gives you more time on the map. A heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. Attempt to follow and help them, or keep your position. They can handle themselves. Let's follow them. I'm altruistic by nature. My fellow Federation comrades, we gotta help them. You get lucky and find them floating not too deep into the nebula. Thrilled to be found by friendlies, they come on board and abandon their wrecked ship. And we get huts! Sweet! Alright, let's assign that crew member. Come on, huts. You're going to work on... one of these two. Sensors. Let's do you there. Let's put you there. I also really like to get a Rockman. There's a species called Rockmen, and they have like an extra 50 health and are immune to fire. So I usually will, when I get a Rockman and I have plenty of crew, I'll station a Rockman in the O2 chamber. So that way if something happens and hits it, it's immediately being repaired, and if there's fire there, he can put it out without being hurt. I just like to leave a Rockman in the O2. That's just me. Call me crazy. Stationing someone here does no good whatsoever, except to be there when it's to repair it. That's anyway. Sensors, that's useful. These I consider about equal in my mind in usefulness and priority, a priori. So let's jump. All right. See how their progress has been slowed greatly because we went into a nebula. Moving on. Boom. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we have? Another rebel checkpoint is monitoring this location. A number of civilian ships are awaiting inspection. Any of them could be Federation loyalists. The rebels haven't noticed you yet. Fend for yourself. Attack and escape! Or bribe the rebels to release the civilian ships. Or fly behind a moon and stay hidden. Well, I'm not gonna hide. Let's fight this guy. Okay, oh, he's got a teleporter. This Markel is gonna shoot over here, so let's put a missile in your face. And you know what? Let's just send all weapons at it. Okay, so he's stuck in here now, and he won't be able to just walk through that because we got the upgraded doors. But having said that, let's just go. He's gonna take a little. He's gonna have to fight the door. We'll get some weapons on that, then we'll go kill him. Go, go, go. Oh, we can't put a third one in there. Kill him! Go on, Markel. Get killed! Let's put the weapons on that. Turn the missiles off to conserve them. Okay, keep going, keep going. Yes! Turn to positions. I like getting the kills because that makes the enemy effectiveness really bad. And also, you get combat experience if you see at the bottom there. So, that's good. And both people are working on that teleporter. They really want that fixed. Ridiculous. But okay. You are screwed, sir. Victory! Well, 1 fuel, 1 bot, and 18 scrap for our efforts. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Continue. Let's jump. Oi! Let's jump away! Woo! A small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. You're prepared to fight, but they just inform you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. Give them the fuel, apologize, wish them luck, and continue on. I've had about a 50-50 success ratio with this. Half the time they just say thanks and scoot on out, and you're out 3 fuel. The other half the time they give you a weapon, or I can't remember if they give you a crew. I don't think they give you a crew. I think they could give you like something, some scrap or something. I don't know. Let's be altruistic. Take a chance. We might get screwed on some fuel. Oh well. You give them the fuel. Thank you. Here, have this extra scrap as payment. Cool. Alright. We got something in return. I like it. I can dig it. Alright. We could go for the exit, but they won't be but this far here. So let's go here. Boom. I love that sound. Have I said that before? You receive a request. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. Can you help? Pledge to do what you can. Apologize and decline. Quests usually get some kind of good reward. Let's do that. Pledge to do what you can. Thank you. If you can, just give us a count on their numbers. Perhaps we can get the rebels to help. Added a quest marker to the next sector. And if you're wondering why they asked the rebels for help, because we're the Federation and we're fighting the rebels, that's because everybody fights the Mantis. The Mantises. Anyway, they give us a little bit of scrap ahead of time and continue. Now let's see what this ridiculous quest is. Okay, cool. It's not on the map. It's going to be in the next sector. Let's jump. We did not have enough time to make it to the store, unfortunately. I was hoping for that. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. A small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a refueling station of some sort, and it is cheerily broadcasting reasonable prices and a spectrum of frequencies and languages. Dock with the refueling platform? Ignore the refueling platform. Well, we have scrap, and we really need fuel. I usually like to have at least 20. 15 bare minimum. So, let's dock. The platform makes an offer. 5 fuel for 6 scrap? Jeevers crabs! That's amazing. Usually you gotta pay like 3 scrap per fuel at a store. So, that's a really good deal. Let's do that. Let's jump. Next sector. Next sector! Alright, here we go. The sector map. Civilian, hostile, nebula, easy. Okay. So our choices are pretty crappy. We have the rebel-controlled area or an uncharted nebula. The crappy thing about these nebula areas, the whole beacon map is mostly nebula. So fuck your sensors for that map. They're not going to work the entire time. And since it's a whole nebula map, you don't get the slow progress for the rebels like you do in normal maps, because they're quote-unquote prepared for this. So this is really just a crappy place, and this is rebel-controlled. But you know what? I fear no fights in this game. Bring it on. It's victory or death. Boom! I love this music. It's like serious time. This sector was hit hard by the rebellion. The many alien settlements and stations located here are now watched over by an almost equal number of rebel bases, heavy-handedly keeping the peace. Continue. Yay. We got the rebel assholes in this. Look at this map. We got everything everywhere. Here's where our quest is. But unfortunately, we are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you liked what you saw, please show your support and hit the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more, because I'm coming out with new crap. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome, guys. My name is Phobos. Have a great day.